What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Average Josh podcast, the only podcast that isn't a podcast because I do not have time to podcast. And let's talk about last night. Well, the Easter Bunny definitely came early last night because we had a definite treat. We had a massive, crazy, incredible, amazing night, not just in boxing, not just in UFC, but in combat sports in general. If you didn't know, last night was the Isreal Adesanya versus Alex Pereira 2 fight. Also, we had Shakur Stevenson fighting on ESPN as well. And we had the Towering Inferno Sebastian Fundora fighting as well. And it was crazy. I was literally watching like 3 different fights. I had something on the TV. I had something on the computer. I had something on my phone. I was recording stuff. I was just going like, it was incredible. I was just going crazy, man. I was just going crazy. So let's talk about it. So we got to see Sebastian, the Towering Inferno. We got to see him get his first loss. You know, skills pay the bills. He got caught with one. He went down. We got to see Shakur Stevenson doing Shakur Stevenson things, just in there beating the heck out of his opponent, just barely getting touched, swimming without getting wet, just floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee, putting his man down in the 6th round. We got to see Kevin Holland get in the winner's circle, man. Oh, it was amazing. But the fight, the creme de la creme, you know, the cherry on top of all of that was the Isreal Adesanya versus Alex Pereira rematch. Now, Isreal Adesanya, anyone who's a fan of Izzy, if you said you weren't nervous that whole fight, if you said that you weren't nervous during that whole build-up, you, sir, are a liar. Because honestly, I believed in Izzy. You know, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would have bet on him to win. But it would be a lie to say if I was 100% sure that he was going to win. It'd be a lie to say if I believed in him like he believed in himself, because I didn't. But you know what? Just like Jesus, who rose from the dead on the resurrection Sunday, Isreal Adesanya came through and gave us something to believe in. Or forgive me, I don't want to bring God into this, but it was a hell of a fight, man. It was a hell of a fight. Alex Pereira was throwing those leg kicks to the calves. Alex Pereira was catching Izzy every now and then, but Izzy was being the aggressor. Izzy had his foot on the gas. Izzy wasn't trying to do what he did last time and drain Alex Pereira's strength by going to some grappling or trying to take him down. He didn't do any of that. He says, you know what? I'm going to live by the stand up and I'm going to die by the stand up. But fortunately, he survived, man. And it was crazy to watch. Even in that moment, right? In that moment where Alex Pereira was pressing him right before he got that beautiful counter right hand to put Alex Pereira down, I thought that Alex Pereira was getting to him. I didn't know that he was doing this rope-a-dope. I didn't know that he was setting up a trap. He's fought him 3 times, and I went back and I saw the clips of when he fought him in the in kickboxing as well, and that seems to be what Alex Pereira does. He overwhelms you. He gets you with some big shots, and then all of a sudden you're just can't take it anymore. You're just out of there. But Izzy played possum. And Alex Pereira, being the wolf that he is, he took the bait, and then boom, it was over, baby. But man, that's all I gotta say about that, man. It was a great night of fights. I want to do more detailed breakdowns of the different fights. I want to talk about the Brandon Lee versus Pedro Campo fight, because that was crazy too. And it showed me that Brandon Lee's got some things to work on. But he stayed in there and he got the win. Even though I wasn't scoring that fight because I was literally watching 3 different things at once, it looked like Pedro Campo may have gotten the win, but I have to go back and rewatch that fight. I got it recorded. I have to go back and rewatch it, so I can know for sure. Kevin Holland, it was in there. And then the man, the myth, the legend himself, the one who's been fighting since the Kimbo Slice days, Jorge Masvidal. He retired. So shout out to Jorge Masvidal, even though I don't agree with all his politics, but shout out to Jorge Masvidal, man. Great fighter, turned his career around. did a lot in the sport. But I'm just going to keep it short, sweet, to the point, because just like the rest of you, I got some time to spend with my family. I'm going to finish getting the food ready with my wife. You know, we're going to get dressed and we're going to have a good time with the kids and with the family, man. You all have a blessed Easter and have a wonderful day. It has been Josh from the Average Josh podcast, who's super excited on this Easter Sunday, signing out. Peace.